I'm Amy VALDES-SCHWEMM, and I make Mano y Metate moles. They're chilies and spices and nuts and seeds, everything ground together to make mole sauce at home. My mole is in a powder, and so you take the powder and you cook it in oil to make a mole paste at home. And what that does is it lets you choose the oil that you like, if you want to be vegetarian or not, or whatever kind of oil you like. You take the powder and cook it in oil, and that gets the aromas of the spices going, the chilies. It toasts the nuts and the seeds, so they're fresh right when you're going to use it. I definitely grew up eating mole that my grandmother had made, but by the time I came around, there was no mole from scratch recipe. It's really time consuming, and really her family wanted her to go to college and do lots of other things and not sit at home and learn these really old recipes. It wasn't something that they wanted her to, that they valued as much as other things in there. And years later, I was actually working at Native Seed Search, and growing the collection of chilies, which was like, I don't even remember, it was like 40 something accessions of chilies all at once, and we were just growing all this chili diversity, and I was learning all about growing things from scratch, like not just making the pozole like I grew up having pozole, but like making the, let's grow the corn, let's treat the corn with lime, let's make it from scratch, let's do everything, let's do one step back, and really learning about the plant diversity and how that meshes with cultural diversity and diversity on our plates and our tables and in our homes and in our lives. So actually I make 6 varieties of mole, and the mole dulce is the one I was talking about. The mole dulce is the one that my family's definitely their family favorite. It's sweeter and very smooth, and a little spicy, but not too spicy. It's probably spicier chili than some people would eat because of the sweet notes. My grandmother had a huge sweet tooth, and everything was sweet, and it's just a really, I think it's really universally loved. But when in tamales, it's really washed out. If you try to put the mole dulce in a tamal, it doesn't work at all. So, but I also make mole negro, more of like a Oaxacan style, and so spicier and smokier. They're similar dark chilies, but in a little different proportions, and so like the mole dulce is very specifically to not have any bitter notes at all, and where the mole negro, I left a little hint of that in, and so it's more complex. It's probably not something that you would taste, oh, this tastes bitter. It's not something you'd taste like that, but it definitely adds a complexity to it. Like I said, the smoky and the spicy as well, and also the nuts and seeds too. So in the mole dulce, it's just almonds, and in the mole negro, there's lots of Green Valley pecans and a little bit of walnuts and some almonds and some sesame, and so once again, a little more complexity. It's a very special thing. We to make tamales in our family. I grew up with very, this is how you do it. There are a million stories that go along with that, but yeah, it's really fun to work together and see what new creative things people do.